Imagine waking up tomorrow morning. You unlock your phone. One headline changes the balance of global power forever.
Breaking news: the United States has officially left NATO. Europe enters emergency meetings within minutes of the announcement.
In Moscow, military analysts quietly study every update. History may be changing faster than anyone expected today. Across Europe, leaders rush into emergency meetings. Every nation asks exactly the same frightening question today.
Can NATO survive without America? Or is there one secret almost nobody has ever discovered before?
The entire world asks one question: can NATO survive without the United States leading the alliance? Most people believe NATO cannot exist without America. But that assumption is only part of the truth.
To understand the future, we must return to 1949, the year NATO was created.
NATO was never created to conquer nations. It was created to prevent another devastating war in Europe. Then came one promise that changed military history forever. Article 5 became NATO's greatest strength.
Here is the biggest surprise. NATO does not own a permanent army. Every member nation provides its own forces.
Every soldier, every aircraft, and every warship still belongs to its own country, not directly to NATO.
NATO becomes powerful only when every member decides to stand together during a crisis. One promise holds the alliance together. An attack against one member is treated as an attack against all.
Now the real question begins. What does NATO actually lose if America walks away from the alliance?
America brings far more than soldiers. It delivers the world's fastest military logistics across continents within hours. Heavy equipment, armored vehicles, and critical supplies can cross oceans with remarkable speed during an emergency.
Modern wars depend on intelligence, satellites, and real-time information long before the first shot is fired.
Global reach also matters. Powerful naval forces can respond across oceans with extraordinary speed and coordination.
Without these capabilities, NATO still exists, but it would operate very differently during a major global crisis.
Many people think Europe is defenseless without America, but the reality is far more surprising today.
France remains one of Europe's strongest military powers, supported by advanced aircraft and nuclear deterrence.
Germany continues expanding its defense capabilities, investing heavily in modern equipment and military readiness.
Poland has rapidly transformed into one of Europe's fastest-growing military forces during recent years. If Europe already has so much military power, why does America remain the alliance's most important member? America can move entire military forces across oceans faster than almost any nation on Earth. That advantage changes everything. Long-range air power depends on aerial refueling. Fighters cannot protect distant allies without constant fuel support. Information wins wars first. Global intelligence allows commanders to react before enemies make their next move. America also operates military bases across multiple continents, giving its forces unmatched global reach during international crises.
Now you understand the real advantage. America's greatest weapon is not size. It is worldwide military reach.
Every major power is watching closely, because one historic decision could reshape the global balance for decades.
Military planners never react with emotion. Every decision begins with intelligence, timing, and careful calculation.
Modern competition extends far beyond battlefields. Cyber operations, intelligence, and information now shape global strategy every day. Today's world is connected through trade, technology, and alliances. One major change can influence economies across the planet. If one alliance changes, every nation must reconsider its strategy, and the next chapter becomes even more unpredictable.
Military alliances influence more than security. Global markets react within minutes when uncertainty suddenly increases worldwide.
Energy markets respond immediately. Uncertainty alone can push oil prices higher across the international economy. Global trade depends on stable shipping routes. Uncertainty affects businesses long before any conflict ever begins.
While leaders debate strategy, millions of ordinary people continue their daily lives without seeing the bigger picture.
Every historic decision creates consequences far beyond politics. The final answer may surprise the entire world. Despite every headline, NATO would not disappear overnight. Alliances adapt, governments adjust, and history keeps moving forward.
Europe already possesses advanced technology, powerful industries, and experienced armed forces capable of expanding even further.
The greatest challenge would not be military strength. It would be replacing decades of coordination and shared planning.
History shows that powerful alliances rarely stand still. They evolve whenever the world around them begins to change. Perhaps the real question was never whether NATO survives. Perhaps the real question is how the world changes next.
NATO is more than military equipment. It is decades of trust, planning, and coordination built between allied nations.
Replacing shared intelligence and coordinated planning could take years, even for the world's most advanced militaries.
Every decision made inside these buildings could influence security, diplomacy, and global stability for generations. History proves that global power never stands still. Every generation witnesses a new strategic balance. If America ever left NATO, the alliance would survive, but the world would never look exactly the same again.
The future has never been written in advance. Every generation shapes the next chapter through its own decisions.
History reminds us that diplomacy and cooperation remain as important as military strength in protecting global stability.
Every alliance influences far more than defense. It shapes trade, technology, diplomacy, and the future of millions.
Perhaps the greatest question is not who leads tomorrow, but how the world chooses to move forward together. The future remains uncertain. Facts keep changing. We will keep decoding this world. This is First Decode.